ちゃいい。すごいかわいい。おお。
おお。
めっちゃいい。
いい。
あんまりなんかこれだからあんまり明るい薄い色やるとちょっとあれかなって、これつけてみたところ薄い色やるとちょっと5と29。
5と29。
はい、それお願いします。ちゃんとブルーで悲しみコーデ。
3名です。
3名です。あったよね。
椅子かわいい。
かわいい、カラフル、喜び。タラーンと、イエーイ。
I've never cared much for winter. Ice and snow leaves me totally cold. But something's up each year in December. I love it like a miner loves gold. It's never about the presents, the turkey or the Christmas tree. It's all about that glow in my baby's eyes that lights a fire inside of me. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Just listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. All the deeds that I do to please her, ain't a thing that I wouldn't do. I give my babe whatever she wants. I catch a reindeer if she wants me to. My baby's got a thing for Santa. She blushes and she giggles whenever he's near.
マリメッコのデニムは8月22日以降です。 ぱ地味。乾杯。
はい。
乾杯いただきます。うまい。
うまい。これうまい。
美味しい。
お店のやつよりさ、お肉がでかいから食べ応え
贅
が
沢感する。
might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need more time to know that forever, love, you will be mine through it all, my dear. I will be yours year after year. Looking at all we've done, we've had it good. When nothing else seemed to last, our love, it stood. As the years go by, we might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need more time to know that forever, love, you will be mine through it all, my dear. I will be yours year after year. Fly me to outer space. That's where I'll see your face. Have you with me? But you always light my spark in my heart since the start.
1日目だけで1時間かかった。やばい。
いやいや、なんてか。
ありがとうございます。いただきます。嬉しい。めっちゃ美味しいよね。幸せ、ありがとう。
うまい。
美味しい。使いますね。デトックスジュースなの、飲める。
いいとこも。うまい。
たくさん特化します。
やったー。
あと予想期間というか、
私です。
金さん。
最近さ、結構職場の人の写真見たりしてる。
たせしました。
いただき
いただきます。乾杯。お疲れ。大丈夫かな、途中で肉入れました。やっぱこれ美味しいね。
これマジでうまい。
明日も楽しみですね。2日目。
Take my dose of patience. Take all the time you need, but I can't watch you leave without giving you the rest of me. Take all the time you need. All the time you need. You'll go out there, find a way to live those dreams now.
ありがとうございます。
季節の天気でございます。
新車です。かっこいいね。 も食べたい。
欲しいな。お待ちどうさまです。はい、そうですね。やったあれ
こんなもんじゃない。
秋っぽい。
オブリーヨンが合いそうな気がする。
いやいや、秋っぽいから。
美味しい。
Only fear that I should do my share of waiting. You've had your turn, now I'll
take my dose of patience. Take all the time you need, but I can't watch you leave without giving you the rest of me. Take all the time you need, all the time you need. You'll go out there, find a way to live those dreams. And I'll be calling. Won't you tell me how it plays out? Take all the time you need, but I can't watch you leave without giving you the rest of me. Take all the time you need, all the time you need. Take all the time you need, all the time you need.
ね。
初砂場。
なくなるので、お水を先に、そこいい感じです。それではこう
綺麗な矯正した大学生の時にちょっとします。
できた。
シャメロ
ディズニーオンクラシックとかわいいウェンディ。大丈夫？飛んでいきそう？そしてジョン図らずもジョンヤッホーおめでとう。 確実に。
I step into the water to wash away the pain.
たまちゃんとまるちゃんのハンバーグプレート、そして桜家のプリンやらモードです。
Touch from the warm winds blowing.
I am packing my bags, I am leaving. Think I'm going to Paris or Rome. I gotta get out of this god-awful place that I used to call my home. Maybe I'm going to London. Gotta find someplace new. I'll move to a dump in a faraway slum to help me forget about you. I might be going to sunny California. I'll go surfing the waves till I drown. I really don't care, I will go anywhere. I just gotta get out of this town. 'Cause I see you in every corner, all the buildings and streets where your name. Go on, tell me I'm free to do as I please, but without you it's all the same. 'Tis a season to be lonely, and this Christmas sure feels blue. I'll go out of my way to get out of this place where everything reminds me of you. All those memories of you, they taunt me, but they're all I have left since you're gone. The longer I stay, there's no getting away. Gotta find someplace new to be alone. You'll be here with your friends and your family, all the loved ones that used to be mine. I'll be out of your way and out of your life, and I am going out of my mind. It's a season to be lonely, and this Christmas is as sad as can be. I'd go out of my way to get out of this place, to forget you're not here with me. But wherever I go, I'll be thinking of you. 'Tis a season for feeling blue. There is no place I'd rather be than right here next to you. And I truly love to talk about your lovers, old and new. You never spare me details as you confide in me. I smile and give advice, but cannot tell you how I feel. How easy it would be to fall for you, but that of course is something I won't do. 'Cause we've agreed between you and me, we're nothing more than friends. How silly it would be to put this friendship to an end. How crazy would be, yet here I am, falling in love again. How stupid I would be to still have faith, to never stop believing that one day, when time is right and stars align, our views would coincide. We'll see the world in color, though they say that love is blind. How stupid that would be, indeed, that's true. And still I'm waiting for you. I am forever waiting for you.
よろしくお願いします。これ今度からこれちっちゃなグラタンと。 いません。